Heerz hatches a heist, pilfering Orgoth's prize protective plating, but Kanika catches the crafty Khan with catty contempt as Dr. OK, eager to extricate the relax you Orgoth borrowed, becomes bewildered and bolts to get backup, with Bernice from the booming Blue Taurus bout breaking out beside them. With the team in tow, they tread down to the bottom deck, where Rick reaches to reveal a reclusive resident reclining in the ship's rec room. Will they rally and reason with a roused Orvir? Or risk ruin from a rage-filled remote-controlled pugilist puppeteered by pernicious paranormal poltergeists? Find out this time on Will Save.
To the right place at the right time. Welcome to Will Save, the podcast.
Will Save!
I am your armor swapping GM, John Swan. And Kevin, we want to know right now. Don't hold back.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Did you see any ghosts at Dunsky Estate? Tell us.
You can't call out, you gotta bleep out Dunsky now. We can't.
Why?
Why? They're going to shout
so
out.
what I learned.
I would rep them.
Yeah, dude.
I know, but they don't want to be known.
I'll put on their hat.
Haunted.
Oh, they're not haunted, everyone. This is a total fabrication from Kevin Decker.
This is all.
Yeah,
this
no,
is
they're
all
not.
fabrication of my mind. But for the listener, the 5 of us flew to the land of unicorns, Scotland.
Yeah.
Which
is their official
see
animal.
The royal wedding of the Lord. of the
Royal wedding.
Spinner.
Lord and Lady of the Loch.
But
Lord.
my goal while we were there, we were staying
the
in this
Auburn Loch?
estate. It was a castle, and my goal.
It wasn't a
It was an
castle.
estate from
was
like
a castle,
a while ago.
right?
It's dope.
It was
was-
an
it was a
estate.
modern-
It's an estate.
manor.
It's a modern castle.
It was dope.
Very cool.
I'm not
Right,
saying
it's not a castle
dope.
because the castle was torn down after a maid threw one of the
A maid
babies out
threw
the
a baby
window
out
in
the window.
You can
1700s.
believe Kevin knows about
Yeah.
it.
I
Yeah.
got all sorts of history.
As
Reasons
is
will
commonplace.
become clear
we can
shortly.
get into that later. But
Classic baby defenestration.
Total
my
fabrication,
goal-
by the way.
my goal when I got off that bus was to find. I didn't want to see a ghost myself. Well, I do want to see a ghost myself. That's a lie if I decide otherwise. But I don't necessarily believe in ghosts. That's a long, complicated story. I'm very cynical, and I believe in physics, and ghosts do not abide by physics. But I wanted to know if anybody in the home of the estate.
And
had seen any ghosts.
he pressed this
Oh,
the
no, there were
entire
ghost
trip.
stories.
So like there's all these Scottish
love
staff.
ghost stories.
So this place has like a staff of like 40 people or something,
need to.
and like it was Downton Abbey. We were the people that lived in Downton Abbey for like 4 days.
Literally
So
every
thank you,
single
John.
one of them.
And it was awesome. Yeah. It was delightful.
It was
But
quite
Kevin
quite
from day one,
smashing.
was like, all right,
I
like,
am
you know,
people.
he kept poking at people, being like, are there ghosts here? Are there
20
ghosts here? Are you sure? And all these Scottish people are like, no.
Okay, so no shit. The woman that walked me up to my room to
I was-
show me where our room was, I asked her first. So
Literally
she was
the
literally the first staff member I spoke to. I was like, "Hey, you got any ghost stories?" And this is what she said. She said, like, there are stories of a woman that walks the hall at night, but she has never seen it. And I was like, "Oh, this is a good start." Then the next person I spoke to was one of the younger staff members, which I actually kind of got buddy with him towards the end, and I got some personal ghost stories from him later on, from his like home, which were creepy.
And it was Gavin. No, it wasn't Gavin. Gavin was there for part of it,
Not
though.
Gavin.
Oh, yeah,
It was
yeah.
that younger
No,
guy,
it was
the
not
blonde
Gavin.
hair.
No,
No, it wasn't Kevin.
Yeah.
Oh, what was his name? Blair? Was it
Oh,
Blair?
yeah.
Blake?
Blair's right.
Blair,
Blair,
because
right.
he's the son of the chef.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I never met Chef. But anyway, because I don't think the chef's a ghost. But that's besides the point. No, so he told me, he was like, "Oh, I'll tell you in secret." And in secret, I kind of got cornered, and I was like, "Hey, it's secret enough." And he was like, "There's no ghosts here, not at all." And I was like, "Oh man." And then I talked to
But there's demons.
Alistair. Alistair is the owner of the home, and Alistair was like, "Oh, so here's what happened. My wife, who is also an owner, and she was the one that runs the show, she one night came out and said there was this ghost that she saw a ghost that walked the hall late at night, and she doesn't make up stories, so it had to be real. And then 3 days later, told everybody that it was just a joke. So after that, I was like, oh, there's no ghost stories here. It's done. But I kept poking.
So then we waited until like 11:30 at night to go do this hedge maze.
We did it, and because of a Ronald McDonald
That's
cartoon,
off.
we managed to find the way to get to the middle by hugging the left side all the way. Yeah, that's how we learned.
What? I haven't
Years
heard
ago, yeah.
That's how you find your way out of a hedge maze.
You remember when you were texting us?
We were like,
"Hey,
fuck
come
that
back, there's a surprise."
maze. We gotta find
is
some
what
like
we're
creepy
doing.
shit. We were stuck in a maze. We couldn't find our way out in time. I'm
With
sorry,
Will's
John,
wife,
but
too?
basically, this is so much of a tangent.
good.
But
Yeah.
there was a Ronald McDonald cartoon I saw years ago, and so I was like, all right, let's hug like the left side of the maze to see if we can get to the center, and it worked. But then we abandoned Vinnie halfway there, I think, and then Vinnie. We were just like in the middle of the hedge maze, and Vinny's just like a flashlight pointing in every direction, like, "Where's everyone?" Like trying to like find it, and everyone's like snickering like the entire time. It's so fucked up.
And we could see him. It was funny because like
Yeah,
we're in the
yeah.
middle. You could see the light
Yeah,
like
you did.
shining through the hedges, and we're like, "Oh my
Hilarious.
god!"
I somehow figured out how to get from where I was back to the entrance of the maze while everyone's waiting for me.
Yeah,
in
so
the
there's so many
middle.
creepy things that were happening. But Kevin, every
This is the
single
perfect setup
day
for
you
a
were
romance.
asking, like everyone, like that worked there, like ghost, 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 and on the final night, I think they finally admitted it. Yeah.
It's true.
Because I wasn't getting good. I was getting like what's it called? I was getting different stories from different people, and I was like, wait a minute, this isn't right. And so what
I
I
know.
finally got, and it was the last night, and I'm not going to reveal who said it, but somebody told me that they were told by the Dunskies, by the bleep 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 estate, not to talk about ghosts because
Interesting
they don't wanna be
choice,
labeled as
but
a
you know,
haunted
teach their own.
I don't.
And then that person told me that they themselves witnessed the woman
giant
walking
bear.
the hall right by the bear at the front door. And just for our listeners, when you walk through into the main entrance, there is
Okay,
literally a grizzly bear that stands
John
about
knows
6
bears.
feet tall,
It was a brown
holding
bear,
like a
so-
platter. Like it's a taxidermied bear holding
It's
a
stuffed,
platter.
Yeah. I mean, the bear is only really like 4.5
Yeah.
feet, but
But it's
Because of
tough
Kevin.
when
That's true.
Kev's
Kevin,
kids,
yeah. Sometimes you
things
need to
that
like.
appear a lot taller than they are.
Got to remember that. Yeah, it's fine.
Kevin's a short man with tall tails.
Hey, he's short king with tall tails. That's
But
good.
that person said they saw the woman that walks the hall. And that hall is that entryway where the bear is.
Okay.
Yeah, I still think it was.
But here's the
Bear
thing.
pulling
They
my
would
leg.
have to be
bear
mastermind
pulling my
game
leg?
mind player, like
Yep.
whatever the fuck they say, whatever they say. There's a phrase for that. But the people that worked at this place, because like, okay, I saw this happen.
Who
like,
is that?
You were all playing that one pool table game where you're all like trying to like kill each other with like pool balls. And then or Snicker or whatever the hell. And then like
Frito.
Kevin.
yeah, that was fun as fuck.
Oh, hold on, we'll get to that. But like Kevin, I would pass
Yeah, we gotta
by
play
like
Frito,
going from one thing to
we
another,
don't.
and
Later.
like
No,
the first
no,
time I
no,
passed
no.
by, like Kevin was just talking to like one of the Scotsmen that worked at that place, and then the Scotsman was just like getting really into it, and Kevin was like, "No, there was this one ghost story and this one ghost story and whatever," and then I would come by like an hour later, and he would still be talking about it, but there would be like 2 Scotsmen then. And then I think at one point there were 3 fucking people listening to Kevin like talk about like ghosts, and then all of their eyes were like as wide as saucers, and then they were telling their own ghost stories.
told my
and
ghost
then like
stories to
Kevin
everyone.
Kevin can make people talk about anything, like that's just how he is. So then like I gained a lot of respect for Kevin that night because I just saw he just transformed these people. It was like they were around a campfire. They were like kids in a candy store just listening to Kevin, and then they spilled out they admitted everything, you know, to him. It was amazing.
I even got ghost stories out of John's dad. John's dad told me his ghost story, and John's dad
What-
listened to my ghost stories.
I don't think I've heard John's dad's ghost story.
Is it the one about the car?
Yeah, he sees like a
Yes.
1930s car roll up
Yeah.
and somebody enter the house that they're staying in.
Yeah, so the camp in Maine was built by like my dad's grandfather's father, and we should all go. It's beautiful. And at one night, there's a long camp road that comes down to the like yard, which is just like dirt where people pull in and park. And the back porch is the porch that doesn't face the lake. So the back porch faces the car yard. And one night, him and his friend are just hanging out. And when it's dark in Maine, we talked about this last episode. You know, it's like it's that part of the country. It's like when it's dark and there's no lights, it's dark. It's real dark. And they see a car coming down the road that looks like it is like from the 20s. It's like a Model A, Model T. And they're like, this is strange. And this is in like the I think 60s or early 70s. So they're like, maybe this is some old person rolling up.
Culture.
Yeah.
Right. And he said the weird part was the man that got out of the car had one of the emergency lanterns.
What Scooby-Doo?
They still have the
that kind
lanterns
of lantern?
around, but
Oh,
nobody
okay.
uses them normally. But like
Yeah.
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
like a 1920s non-electrical society.
And so they walk up, and the thing is that it's a covered porch, but the door to the porch is just notoriously like you open it and then it just swings shut, like, doo. And they walk up, and two people get out of the car. They walk up, walk in, doo, door slams, and everyone else is inside. And there's another door that goes in, and there's glass. You can see that like lights are on, people are moving. They open the door and they walk in, and they're like, "What the fuck was that?" So then they run inside. And they're like, where are they? Who just rolled up to our like
Who?
thing this summer? Yeah, what is going on? And they're like, what are you talking about? Nobody came in. No one has come inside. You were the only people outside.
Drugs.
And then they went
When
back
was
out.
this
and the car
again?
wasn't
60s, 70s? Drugs. JK, it
No,
could
he
have
said
been
they
a
were,
real.
like,
I
when they
don't
were, like,
not
kids.
believe your dad. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
It was long before.
Yeah.
that.
Wow. That is weird.
Yeah.
there. It's weird. It's weird.
And it's interesting because like my ghost story, I have a ghost story from my house that I lived in when I was.
You told this story on the podcast.
I'm not gonna tell it now.
The chair story
But
or whatever, right?
I think
I've
you told.
told that story for
You've told it before.
Yeah.
Have I?
you told.
the whole story. I don't know.
Yeah,
It doesn't
the whole
matter.
thing. Yeah.
Maybe.
It's fine.
But like my story, I've told that story a million times over the last 20 years, and I finally correlated it with my mom, that she experienced it too, and my friend that was with me the night that my mom realized that I wasn't just fucking around, that these are real events that are happening in the house. And I was just messaging my friend because his son was born about the same age as his son was born at the same time as my daughter. So I was like, hey man, congratulations on the kid, blah blah. By the way, do you remember this night?
Is that what you do? Do you just like hit up your
I
friends on
relived it
Facebook who just had
every
a
single
very
night.
positive, life-changing
Well,
event,
the
and then you're just like,
crazy
"Oh,
thing-
congrats
It
on the
wakes me
kid."
up,
By the way,
I swear.
can I rewind time to 20 fucking years ago so we could talk about a ghost story? Is that what people should do to John?
Can
He
I
just
remind you
yeah,
of the time that
he just
you
got married.
nearly shit yourself on my living
Yeah,
room
yeah,
floor?
John, just-
exactly.
Sorry.
And we talked about it.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I did.
It wasn't that weird. But yes,
so funny.
he was my best friend at the
That's
time,
funny.
so it makes sense that we can just like, reconvene.
Pick up where you left off.
It
But-
does make
Yeah.
sense.
By the way, do you remember?
Everyone's like John on
He
his
said-
wedding
he said
day.
he-
He's
Let me tell you. Let's discuss this
way-
harrowing
By the
event that
way,
you've probably tried to
It was
forget.
late night at USC one
Like,
time.
I'm sorry, Kevin. Go ahead.
Oh my god.
All I was gonna
Well,
say is
speaking of, yeah.
he remembered, but the one, like, it's funny because like my mom and him both, they remembered the night and they remember the events, but they debate like small, irrelevant details. Like the thing that, like, him and I were playing. The story is like him and I were playing video games, and my mom screamed, and we stepped out and looked down at her, and she turned white because she thought that we had touched her shoulder, but we're the only ones in the house. He remembers all of that. What we
Okay.
debated was whether or not we were playing Diablo or Gauntlet
Strange.
Legends.
Strange.
So that was the debate, was like, what game were
Gauntlet
we playing?
Legends.
Not that all this other weird stuff had happened. So I'm just saying.
Delta
You
Green.
were both
Delta Green.
inhabiting a parallel
Yeah, yeah.
dimension, and you crossed over.
That's it. Wow. Only the Council of
Bro.
And you
Wills
actually
would know this.
you actually encountered yourself as a ghost.
Dude,
I was
I
in
like
in a
this.
different
with me.
plane.
Ask Will how he
I was
knows
playing
this
with myself.
answer.
Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Dude, what if it was?
It's
What
the
if it was
Council
Will?
of Wills.
Will can not only travel time,
It's
but
the
also
Council
space
of Wills.
and dimensions. Yeah.
Will's saying that I was just sitting in my room playing with myself.
This is some Tenet stuff, which, by the
With
way,
friends.
All right, that banter
Watch
was
Tenet, yeah.
not as
Let's
long
play.
as last episode's banter,
stuff.
which
Let's
I guess
play
is
stuff.
good.
Let's play.
So, sorry for everyone who only listens to us for banter, but fuck you.
Yeah.
We're gonna play the game now.
It was.
Here we go.
But congrats on getting a longer banter last week. than
Yeah,
intended.
By the way, do you remember that time 15 years ago when you had this really creepy thing happen?
That's what I'm going to bring up. Speaking of harrowing, creepy events,
Yeah.
in
we're
the
going
in the
fire.
aftermath of your fight with the Pikes Peritons contractors, as you are,
Making friends and
armor,
trading
impersonating
names,
people, putting them in the brig. Yeah, yep, and doing that stuff. Dr. OK is like, you know what? God, where is my Relaxu? I need that. Dr. K is like, hey, guys, I'll be back. In fact, I don't even know that you said that. You just were like, all right.
Yeah, no, I did.
Okay, cool. Hey,
I
guys.
thought I did.
You probably did. You go down. As you're getting it off of Orgots or Heerz, I can't really tell. I'm not sure who is who, out of their room. Then, as you are leaving, a light comes on in the galley down the hall. You think you hear the TV. That's weird. You're like, nope, I'm out. But I love that you went back up and you're like, hey, I found the Relaxu. Hey, by the way, I heard this weird
Let's
noise.
go with not.
But it's cool. We can investigate it or not. Who knows? Yeah.
Meanwhile, standing at the doorway.
Smash cut to Rick 19 standing at the doorway of the galley. And honestly, that's going to be our recap. You guys were like, let's go after the situation.
After Orgot put on his armor.
What is
After
Orgot
Orgot
but
put
a
on her
concept?
armor
And,
and opened every door.
I'm Orgot. You're Orgot. It's fine. We all just have the name tags and shit.
We are all Orgot on this
We are
blessed
all
day.
Orgot.
It's a real Orgot situation. It's good. So
Not
we
to be
cut back.
confused with-
It's a cluster of Orgots. We cut back to Rick 19. I'm going to unpause the game. We are here in Foundry as Rick 19 is standing looking into the galley, but only slightly because most of your vision is taken up by the light. It's like when there's one
creepy.
single TV in a dark room and the TV is moving and the light's illuminating things and then taking it away. Yeah. Behind him are Bernice and Dr. OK, Colin, and then here's the situation. And Kaneko Breeze,
Yeah,
Watching.
take a good look.
your rear. Rick 19, you see a figure low to the ground on
Without a perception
the
check.
left side of the room. You can't quite make it out because there's the table, there's the shadow. Not quite sure. What do you do?
So this room, it's the crew's mess, right? This is where we were watching the game. This is where all the chairs were out. It comes
Yep.
kind of to a peak on the left side because that's following the shape of the hull of the ship. So you're saying it's at the tip of that, like as it merges into a corner?
No, it's on the left side of the room. So you're at the door is on the far right of the room. It essentially butts against the right wall, right? You're entering from the right corner, top right corner. It's somewhere over to the bottom left area between what you recall as the sink and the cupboards where they keep the hydroponics and the plants and all that stuff and the table.
So can I ping an area and you'll let me know? You're talking like here.
Just like hold down left click.
Okay, how do you ping in this game?
Yeah, just
Like
click
that,
and hold. Yeah, just somewhere in this area. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna roll perception table, so I'll roll again. Ooh, that's a 6 on the dice for a total of, I think, 13.
13. Can't really tell. Shape is low to the ground, kind of large. You're like peeking in. You think you recognize some of the armor. You think maybe it's
Orgot?
like metal.
Wait, you could just see armor? Is that right, Kevin?
I lost your audio.
Just a little tiny armor on a body. Oh fuck! Is it what I think it
Yeah,
is?
you think
If it is,
it's
then-
Tiny armor.
Tiny armor.
Oh, no.
It seems like a figure is like low. The figure doesn't seem small. It feels like
Please don't be what I think it
It
is.
looks like they're low and they're more against the table.
Like they're sitting on the ground.
Like
What
they're
would
on
you
the
think?
want it to be a
ground
Skitterlander.
against between the table and the
Like a mimic.
sink. I don't want to be scared of Skitterlander. You
Rick is
kind of
gonna-
recognize the armor though, like it looks kind of familiar, but you're like,
Can I roll
I don't
like
know
a
if I'm
culture
here.
check for that armor?
Who's missing?
Orvir. Orvir's the only one we left, but that we didn't tie up somewhere, unless people.
Did
Roll another
Orvir
check.
have this kind of armor?
I don't recall.
Give me an intelligence roll, Rick 19. Just use your intelligence bonus.
Intelligence.
Just kick in the door, wave in the 4-4.
But I rolled.
I like the
guys.
delivery. I wish I got the reference, but it's really
That
good.
delivery.
I missed it. I was too busy rolling intelligence.
That is. I feel like that is one thing Will and I are always good for each other for. An obscure
So
reference.
left out.
17 for intelligence.
17 for intelligence. Yeah, it looks really heavy. It looks like it. It seems like maybe Orvir's armor. You think, oh yeah, I would recognize that anywhere. This is some serious armor.
Here.
Hi, doctor.
Yeah, what's up?
You,
Back here.
Heerz.
What's up?
Do you have that injection
What's
ready?
up, Rick?
Oh, sorry. We're interrupting.
Right here.
Ooh, really? Is it better than
I think you might like
Orgot's
the
armor?
armor on this creature.
I mean my armor with Orgot's.
I'll just put the name tag on it.
Yeah. All right.
it's probably heavy armor, but whatever. No, Rick's gonna turn back, and he's gonna be like.
Do
hand
we
signal
know
with,
these
like,
hand siggles?
Bogey spotted. I believe it might be.
Do it.
Let's move
Who
in.
says we know? We're gonna have to roll a culture check for that, asshole.
Rick is pulling a full third base coach.
Yeah, what is happening? You all are gonna need to have
have
a culture
comms.
check.
No, he's
Oh,
like
yeah, I
he's
guess
like,
you
he's like
can.
whisper
Oh,
talking
yeah,
to you at the same time that he's pointing. So he's gonna be like, "I'm going to move south. I'm gonna move to the south side and keep a line of fire, but please
Peace and
come
live
in
long and
behind me.
prosper.
Be
yeah.
prepared."
Okay.
Rick is going to roll stealth. I think I'm gonna try to roll stealth in this one.
We're all stealth, baby.
It's stupid because I don't have very good stealth. I gotta keep scrolling.
What's gonna happen?
Oh, I have a +8. That's not that bad.
Do you have disadvantage though because of your armor or no?
No, I think
good
I'm
question.
down to medium armor.
Okay.
What's 8 plus 16? That's a lot.
24.
24.
Okay, you.
So with a 24, I step in and then. I shut the door on accident.
Did you?
Guys,
I feel like that's a fail.
I got this.
Did you delete the door?
Dude,
'Cause I
you're
don't
so
see the door.
stealthy that there is
What
no
I
door.
did, I just tried to move my.
Door's open.
Okay, so
Door's
Rick is
open.
going to step in and down to this corner.
The door's a portal to the drift, and Rick immediately dies.
Take a 5-foot step in, and stop there.
Oh, because there's a wall. Okay, so I'm gonna stealth move to there.
No,
So
Go back and take a
I-
benefit step.
Oh God.
Oh, you're gonna do something to me?
As you walk in, you can see further the right pauldron in armor of, you think, yeah, this is probably Orvir. They're sitting on the ground, leaning against the table. And they're not moving.
I know it's Orvir just from like deduction.
You see their hand laying.
It was Orvir. No, I don't know.
Zombie.
I can't hear you, Kev. What was that?
Wait,
I whispered it's a zombie.
please don't get zombie. But
Their
they're
back is to you, leaning against the table. Their legs are out. What do you do? I don't know. Do you still walk up?
I'm gonna step forward. That same
Okay.
stealth roll, or is it's a new stealth roll?
We'll keep it all the same. So you step in. I'm going to ask Dr. OK, what is everyone else doing? Do you step in? Do you come
I
in?
think
What do you do?
Bernice is going to come into the room with Rick.
Okay, Bernice goes in with Rick.
Slowly with stealth and try to start moving to the far corner.
Okay, what's your stealth roll, Bernice?
Natural one.
While you're rolling that, Colin Heerz.
nice.
What
are
a
you doing?
natural 20
Dude,
for Bernice.
I don't even
With
know
a
if
28.
Rick might not even hear you. I don't know. It's fine.
Here's
I think Colin follows the.
Here's is
briefcase.
gonna. Oh.
Okay. Kiniko
Here's
comes
like
up and
kind
stands at
of
the door.
looks in the door, and his eyes twinkle at the sight of armor on a passed out figure. But then he like kind of. Yeah, yeah. Ooh,
That's an-
it's like the plants from like book 2. He gets like really into it, but he's gonna wait on the outside and kind of like be
Okay.
on the other side of the door, out of view. You know what I'm saying? So at the wall adjacent to the door, hidden
Okay.
from view for whatever's in there. He'll walk the door.
Yeah.
Uh,
Kiniko steps in, so she's not blocking.
Colin got an 18 for his stealth.
Okay.
Guarding the
figure is not moving.
outside.
Because it hasn't heard anything. I'm close enough. Can I do a medicine check?
Yeah, I was going to ask if Colin could move in and inspect the body. Like, I would expect he would recognize a corpse based on his previous experience.
Rick
It's an-
taps his shoulder. And
Oh,
Ouch!
Got him!
And then Kevin comes out from the balcony with his friend.
yeah.
Hey, it's actually two Kevins. Yeah, there's just two of them.
Hey, who are you?
You point at each other. All right, so the body's not moving. You do. I can tell you that you can see the body's breathing.
Okay, I rolled an 8 on medicine.
Yeah, they're breathing and they are not moving. Do you walk around?
I think Colin moves next to the body, still
Okay.
stealthily, and like inspects. Like he wants to do as much as he can without physically touching the body to see like what
What's
is
going
going
on?
on. Yeah.
You walk up and you are just taken at first with the beauty
What the fuck?
of this armor.
oh,
It is Yomedai.
God damn it! I wish it was there.
And you just like there's like a symbol of Yomedai on it, and it is just beautifully crafted heavy armor. You've definitely heard of like knockoffs of this armor, you know, but like this is the real deal. This is beautifully constructed with heavy plates that must feel light. There's like clearly a hybrid magic that's holding everything together. There's a lot of synth weave in there. There's even, you think, possibly some sort of force field. You're just kind of getting this out from the flashing light as they'll show the sky of the Brutaris match, and it lights up the room for a second, and then it goes back because it shows a close-up of a player's foot. You see Orvir Pike, unconscious, eyes closed. One hand, the left hand that Rick 19 saw, is out laying on the ground. The other hand is in their lap, just on their leg. on the other side of them that you couldn't see on the other side of the table, there appears to be like a sponge. And next to it is like a bowl.
Does
a good
the sponge
question.
smell like chloroform to you?
All right. I don't get no respect. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, that's what you see. They appear to be unconscious. Maybe they were cleaning some dishes.
I think Colin whispers in the comm to Dr. OK. Says, Doctor, I can see that Orvir he's unconscious, but he appears to be fine. Otherwise, there's some sponges in here that may have some questionable substances.
Like surgical sponges or dishwashing sponges?
Oh, they look like they've been used to clean something. I expect some dishes, maybe a weapon, I'm not sure.
Are there dishes? Are there dirty and clean dishes? Like, he's at the sink and the dishes look like they were being cleaned? Okay, so metagaming, but like, I think
Dang it, I closed the
that-
door.
he was hit by the same thing that happened to, I forget the captain's name, and was it I forget
Narla
the names, I'm so
and
bad.
Shay.
Narla and Shay, that they were hit by the beam that tried to overtake them, but they just passed out instead.
That's an idea.
And so if
I
he's
like that
knocked out,
idea.
we should take off his armor.
Kaneko says, "Is he okay?"
I can only hear, but if
He's
someone's
alive, but he's
unconscious in
unconscious.
an army, should probably take it off so they can breathe better. You know.
How did the TV turn on then?
I don't know.
So, Dr. OK is going to, I guess, examine the sponge using
Here's
his
walks into the room. This
chemalizer.
is too interesting.
Go over.
Rick checks his watch.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like there's watermelons.
We all crowd
The-
around real tight.
And then the
There's not a
bomb
lot of
goes
space. Orvir takes up like the
Bro, he's huge, man.
Orvir is the maximum
Yeah,
of
he's a big
medium
guy.
before you get to like a large creature. Like Orvir is huge. He's a big dude. So
the three
sponge.
C's conspiracy.
the sponge, Dr. Okay, you pick it up. Yeah, it smells like it's a nice floral scent. You think, I think I've smelled this
Simple
on like
green.
Castroville. Yeah, it's like a little Castrovillian lavender. You know, it's nice. You look up, you see the bottle of soap. It's Castrovillian lavender.
Does
Yeah,
he have any
okay.
weapons on him?
He does have weapons on him. He has a what is that? He has just on him a arc pistol, not like anything intense.
Can I do like a medicine check to see if he's under the same knockout influence as
I'll tell you.
Narla?
Sure. I'll tell you without the check. Definitely seems like it. You put your tentacle on him, try and shake him. He is out.
I think he's suffering the same effects as those Captain Narla on the bridge.
And Shay. Oh, that's right. They are. This is Kaneko. They are unconscious. Wow. Okay.
Rick is gonna reach down and do I need to do a sleight of hand check to take the weapon off him without waking him?
I don't think he's gonna wake up.
I mean, do you without waking him? He doesn't seem like he's gonna wake up. If you want to take the weapon take the weapon without.
Yeah, I was wondering
alerting
that too.
Narla,
What kind
then
of
that
armor?
would be a sleight of hand.
What kind of armor
No,
does he
I'm
have
trying
again?
to-
Yomedai
Yomedai,
armor,
Yomedai.
Starfinder.
Yomedai.
Yomada. What do you do, Yomada?
Yo, my dad.
He has. Actually, give me a culture check. 'Cause this is some good stuff.
23 as well.
I was just
23.
23. Pretty good.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is Inheritor's Grace armor. It's the armor of the Inheritor Ascendant.
So we can't wear it?
It is like
Level 6 armor?
We knew it all.
Yeah, it's
Ah,
dope.
Shoots him and takes the armor.
It's heavy armor.
If I might make a recommendation, take the armor off and then shoot him.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I don't even know how to spell Inheritor.
Inheritor's Grace,
Well,
it's really
it's-
good,
I can-
apparently.
I can
When
just
first commissioned
put it
by
on
the
the
Church
internet
of
Discord.
Yomedai's heavy art, it was dubbed Armor of the Inheritor
good armor.
Ascended. Fuck.
Yeah,
I need to stop cursing. By her grace, we are protected.
It's
Not only the
Starfinder
Taoist of Lomedai's
Armory,
church refer to
page
her armor by its
68.
proper title. Each suit of Inheritor's Grace armor constructed by the church receives blessings as part of its construction. Though otherwise identical knockoffs and officially licensed suits also exist. It's extremely common among worshippers of Yomedai and Knights of Galarian. Ooh, very cool.
But like the worshippers of Yomedai who are like
Yeah.
the gauntlet of
Makes
Yomedai.
sense.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's the people who
So
are going to go out
When
there.
you buy Air Force Ones, and then
Inheritors-
you buy the premium Air Force Ones.
This armor,
Exactly.
It's a little bit
has
different.
EAC plus
just-
9,
just
KAC
hits
plus
a little
10.
different.
It's like pretty good. Obviously, speed adjustment is like negative, but we can't wear it, at least not yet. I guess someone could carry it, but yeah, I can't. Well, it's level 6. It's level.
I
It's not even
can't
about
wear
that.
Why can't you wear it?
Oh,
It's heavy armor. I'm not.
You can wear level 6 because we're level 4.
You can,
go up to
yeah, you can go up 2
I'm not
levels.
sure
but,
I am either.
I'm not classed for heavy armor.
yeah,
All
I can't
right.
do it.
Kaneko.
Well, Rick
Kaneko
is
says
going to reach down and grab the arc pistol, but
To
it's
shoot
not.
him in
He's
the
not
face
stealing it.
after
he is,
he does that. Yeah.
He's
gonna-
pulling the pistol out and sliding it away as like disarming.
sure. Yeah, that's fine.
And it's very clear that
You should
that's the
take
way
this,
he's doing
Rick.
it. So
I
You
can't.
wear
It's
heavy
well.
armor, Rick?
Yes.
My sexy
you
insect
should
body
wear
will
this.
not. Wait, why? Why me specifically?
He's not even listening to you. Rick is ignoring what you're saying.
Is he a threat if he fell unconscious like Narla and Shay?
I am not
Kaneko
certain
says.
if anybody is a threat at this point. I have to be cautious of everyone. And he slides the pistol away.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Sorry, I thought I heard Heerz talking about taking the armor. I wasn't sure.
I heard that as well, and I was choosing to ignore it.
I feel bashful now.
Okay. Well, I think now we know where everybody is on board. I'm thinking that we need to deal with this ship that's outside. That feels like the logical next step.
Oh my god.
Should we
I'm gonna try to get out of here.
man the bridge
Let's do it.
ourselves, the 5 of us?
Aye.
That
What were you
Kanika-
saying, Colin, about getting outside of the range?
bless you.
Aye, there's a mystic shadow cast over our drift engines, and that seems to be sealing everything. That's why we haven't moved in the last 24 hours. And I, based on my mystic ability, would imagine if we can get out of that range, or if we could disable the ship that's casting it, we could probably be on our way.
And the entire crew has been immobilized. It is up to us to handle this.
I agree.
I've not inexperienced in any kind of shipborne combat, but I think I might be able to man the guns. I'll head to the
Called.
turret.
What about it?
You're a pirate, space pirate, right?
I
Yeah,
mean,
you could pilot.
So the
right?
thing is I was not. I captained a ship and I can pilot. It's not the thing I'm most proficient at. More of what I did was leadership skills, espionage stuff to a degree with an old friend of mine. But my piloting is okay, but it may not be the best among us. You know,
Ooh.
I had guys to do that for me. I had people.
Oh. Well, I pilot Bernice all the time. And I've
not
got
every
a bit of
pirate
skill
is
in
like
it,
gonna,
but
be steering
that's
the
just
ship.
surprising to me.
Here's is too fucking high up there, man. He doesn't need to do that shit anymore. All right. Gotta defend
Fine.
Heerz. But at metagaming, Will, what's your
Okay,
pilot
man.
modifier? It's only +5 for me. Colin?
Plus
I have
6.
+4 for piloting.
I don't have a lot of experience piloting. I do have a lot of experience.
I understand that. That's sort of where I come
more
from too.
Softer.
Yeah,
skills,
it's not all about
culture.
like the glory, right?
Yeah.
A good captain. Yeah, exactly.
It's
Now I have a feeling I'm the second best
Right,
pilot
right.
here. Is what I'm kind of gauging
Yeah,
from this
exactly.
conversation. So I'll do it if I need to, but it seems, Doctor, you might know a little more than I do,
Ooh.
unless Colin has something to add.
Nope.
What's her name? She was Shira. Shira was a really good
I
pilot,
could get
but
by.
she's not here, so alas.
So we need to. It sounds like
Correct.
we need to get out from under this.
I can help with
shadow.
engineering.
Colin, is that what you're saying? Okay.
Drift shadow projector.
I'm a good
if I don't
computer and
recall.
engineering specialist, so you put me to use in that
I
way.
think you're right. Okay.
I recommend that.
Okay. All right. So is the okay? So we need to get out from under this. We're gonna have to figure out something at the bridge to try and.
I can help with this.
I don't know. This is not my expertise.
Well,
I'm
before
not
this
sure.
all went down, Kaneko,
Yeah.
we had convinced Captain Narla and Shay and the others that we were gonna fight back, all in one fell swoop.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
the Greys attacked us with this mind-altering effect that,
Right.
well, made everyone on the
This is
ship
what I
go
suggest.
AWOL.
And normally in these kinds of situations, I would staff people where they're best able to perform. So I know that you say you're good at soft skills. Are you a good gunner by chance?
Okay.
Though
A good gunner. Well, I didn't get to be
that's good.
second in command.
I think
of
that
this
could be good.
area,
How
so
many
I
gun
might get
bays do you
picked
have
so
on this ship?
I know how to aim. Yeah. The
4.
if I
Excellent.
remember right, I believe there are 4. There's a turret, starboard, port, and
Port?
Uh,
Oh, you mean like the
what's
front?
what's the
Yeah, the
what's
forward.
the
Yeah,
one in front?
I knew that. Yeah,
No, the one in front.
yeah. We
Forward.
know this
Thank
stuff
you.
because this is what we do for a living,
Yes.
right?
I knew that too. Yeah.
Well,
no.
Been on a
I
ship
personally
long,
think
huh?
that in my
Yeah.
experience, and you probably agree, you could
Yeah,
be a
no,
gunner. I think
100%,
Rick is
yeah.
very good at shooting and killing things. He could be a gunner. I know that Colin is quite good at. He's very mystically
Okay,
in tune,
alright.
and he could make a good magic officer or an engineer, knowing Colin. Doc,
Aye.
I have to play to my character.
There is something about
The
this
tribe.
gun here too. Yeah. I like this plan. Here's I do recall in my briefing of this ship.
Wow,
I
that
do recall one of the guns is actually a mystical gun. I think it's the turret gun. Yeah, so it allows you to channel into your mysticism in
that
order
could
to help
be great for you,
use it.
Colin.
So
That's
an
really
interesting
good.
thing to
I'll
add.
leave the doctor.
We ha-
I'll
we
leave it
have
up to the
some
doctor
choices.
to choose where he feels like he is kind of best placed.
Well, I mean, I don't have much choice. We gotta fly this thing, right? But, I mean, typically I play a role as a science officer. But
Well,
since we're at this crossroads, perhaps I'll
That's
pilot.
true.
I
You can
mean,
do that.
we can all switch around if we need to, right? We all just need to.
The science console is not too far from the helm, I presume.
Exactly, and if I need to, I will jump in. I don't have that much role, but I'm happy to, or that much expertise, but I'm happy to take on where I am needed. And she smiles. You
Yeah,
can tell
be-
she's
being
like
right
starting
under
to
Heerz in
settle
terms
into
of
this.
command. Yeah, exactly. I like it.
chief's
All right,
kind of role, this,
so
like, secondary
Yeah,
role.
Oh, convenient.
Doc, I can trade off with you as pilot if you need to run somewhere else.
This
or
is what she
something
does.
and do your stuff. So, but yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Only if we
This
need to
remind-
rebalance
yeah.
some shields or something.
Right.
But Are we just gonna fire at him first?
I'd say that
or
we would
are
try to
we
break
gonna
loose
try and
first.
break
Is that right,
loose
Colin?
and fire? How are we gonna attack this?
Do we?
Aye, let's maybe we should get up to the
We're all
bridge
talking about this
and
in the
look at
cafeteria. We're not even in the.
That's a good idea. That's a
the,
good idea.
as
Yeah.
as they say on Akiton, let's
Yeah, no one wants to be
let's
there.
get out of
It's a shitty
Kefak
place.
first.
I guess.
I thought
Okay,
that they said that
before-
there's no flying in Kefak Depot. It seems different than what I thought.
That's why everyone is trying to get out.
You gotta take the
Yes!
fucking bus.
Rick takes off the
I love
armor
it.
from Orvir and puts it on.
How long does it take to doff,
Is
to
it
take
heavy?
off
Is
your
heavy
armor and put on
different?
his
I
armor?
think it's
It's-
a minute 30 to don it.
It's-
So it's probably a minute 30 to
All right,
don.
you just
it's
stick
the
around
same
for a
what do you
minute.
say?
A minute's not gonna kill us. You do it, man.
16 rounds.
Yeah, it's,
Okay.
it's just over 3
I
minutes
forgot we had all
to
these
get
passed
off
out
and
people.
on it.
Sorry, where is Rick?
I asked Rick to like stay behind. And,
I think
Fancy
he.
ass armor.
it's fine. I did it telepathically. I'm a Sheeran.
But
Come on.
Rick puts a.
I didn't
me
hear
a
that.
over-
I don't think you did.
Maybe head to the turret.
Okay.
It's the fucking
Rick and
Hi, my
Orvir
name
are
is
best friends, by the way. Did I tell you that? Like they were really close.
So, to be clear,
Just letting you know ahead of time.
you walk into the bridge wearing Orvir Pike's armor.
And I also bound Orvir.
Oh, Orvir's gonna be
with
pissed,
my-
man.
My
He'd
binding.
be so angry.
But-
You can tell that when you walk on board and Kaneko sees you, she gets the most sour expression.
Oh,
She walks over to you and she says, "Rick fucking 19. We're going to have words after this if we get out."
we'll all
That's
And then
the
she walks
intention.
back to her.
we'll all survive.
I
You
intend to
guys
survive.
like cool this until
And he
later.
looks at her, she
Right?
walks away.
We're a team for now.
Mm.
What? Why are you laughing?
That's your work. You're still wearing the other guy's armor.
He turns around with a confident fucking smile. And you just see like Orvir's like name shine off the light. Like, yeah. Do as I say, not as I do. Right. It's the first rule of being a former pirate of the Free Captains.
There's text that appears that says like Kaneko disliked that.
Ooh. Okay.
And I am officially putting it in my notes. And we'll see what happens later. Okay, so
Is that like my permanent record?
yep.
Wait.
That's a good permanent record.
Sorry. In the notes,
Uh,
you mentioned that Koniko
okay.
like kind of found Heerz hot, remember? That was a couple episodes
So
ago.
yeah.
There was that thing, it became canon. That was a canon event. You said it yourself. No. Listen to two
That was
episodes.
Fetch,
Listen to two
who
episodes.
you just
You'll know what
walked
I'm
in
talking
on
about.
and who is still no.
Oh no, it was Kevin maybe that said it. I don't know who. No, it was you, John. You said it. You were like, and then Koniko like fanned herself because she like was looking at here and it was hot. I'm saying this just in case I need to influence something in the future. It was Fetch was no, this isn't true.
No, that was Fetch. That was Fetch.
No, this is 2 episodes ago. Fetch was gone a while ago.
That was Fetch. Fetch definitely was like, "Ooh, who's that?" Anyway,
and something
feel like
tells me
maybe
that
it balanced
stealing
out.
their crewmates'
Maybe
armor would
it's
give
maybe
them-
Heerz is hot but a douche.
Yeah,
Alright, I'm sorry.
yeah.
All right, let's go. It's fine.
so what are you doing? Okay, so what are you doing with the unconscious / bound up? I think you bound everybody on the bridge, right?
So Orvir is
put him in
bound.
the
Everybody
corner.
on the ship is bound that is unconscious.
and you put everybody in the corner. Fetch,
Yeah, just drop
Sarza
him.
L, Ezra, and Shay and Narla. Okay, you pick them up, you put them over, you lean them against the
Heerz will
ship.
be
Who is
engineering,
going to
whatever.
take what role right now?
So you said the turret is the mystic weapon?
The turret gun is the mystic gun. Yes.
Cool. I think I should probably hop into that one.
So that is going to be a heavy laser.
Damn, that's
net,
cool.
And it is it has a mystical
Oh, actually,
property.
here's yeah. Sorry.
It's a hybrid device. where it allows you to, when attempting a gunnery check, you can use your ranks in mysticism in place of your base attack bonus or ranks in piloting, and wisdom modifier in
Maybe
place
science
of dex
officer.
modifier.
That's like what I'm best at.
Bonus.
So
Nice.
yeah.
Okay, so this is just for the starting round. So Colin is going to on the turret. Heerz is going to science officer. Dr. OK, you are going to pilot for now.
Yeah.
Okay. Rick 19.
I'm going to take a gunner's position.
Sorry, can you say that again?
Gunner's position, but not the turret.
Would you like the forward, aft, or port?
Where do you want to start, big guy?
That's what I'm saying. Which one do you want?
I wouldn't know until I feel like I could jump between them, right?
Yes, I'm just asking for the first round. Where do you want to start?
What I'm saying is I don't know until after the pilot
Yeah.
phase.
Don't we? Well,
Like the turret is manned separately, and then the rest of the weapons are probably on a computer.
Right. But at the
It's-
beginning of every round, you're supposed to decide where you're going to go, right?
I pick
So-
a gunner's position, not a forward or aft or whatever gunner. I pick gunner. I am the gunner.
yeah. Is it the same? Like
Oh, I didn't know that.
I don't
forgot.
Choose my
or
weapon
something, I don't know.
at the time when we attack.
Really? Okay. Yeah, no, I thought that you choose the weapon that you're on, like the gun that you're on, but I could also be wrong.
No, I think the gunner. You're a gunner is kind of the position, and then you choose your weapons as. I think the turret in this situation, the turret is a whole separate location. So just for story bases, somebody is manning the turret. They would have to actually go into the elevator and get back to a normal position. On the road.
I mean, we can say that that's done quickly enough during the round that if you wanted to go there, you can do that, and that's not a problem.
I'm pretty
the gunner's-
sure the gunner's just a position, and then
Right.
the manning the guns has like the difference between the guns obviously is like they could have different firing arcs, they could have different
right.
health, or like be on the fritz if they get hit,
Right.
that sort of thing.
Okay, cool. So you're going to be in a gunner position, and Colin is a gunner, technically on the turret. We'll call it for right now, but gunner. Okay. I am going to say that. Sorry, Rick 19 is
Can we
gunner.
do a scan real quick?
I'll do that. I'll
So
do
I like where your head's
that.
at.
It's
We're
my
getting there.
plan.
So I am going to let you all. I will put in here. I will let you all control Kaneko and decide where Kaneko goes. I don't want to be like. It feels like too much to be playing against y'all, but playing with y'all with Kaneko. So I'm happy to roleplay Kaneko, but I'm gonna let you guys
Gunning, I
decide
think, right?
what
Wasn't it?
Kaneko wants to do. So I'm gonna
What
share.
is she good at? Okay.
I'm going to share her skills right now in Discord. Give me one sec. I will put her skills. Where's my desktop? There's my desktop. So, putting it in our Starfinder channel, Kaneko's skills. Now, you can let me know what you want her to do, or if you want her to slide between things.
Does
But
she
I will,
have
you
like
all
any
decide.
science or physical science or anything like that?
Well, it
I
sounds like
put
she
her
would
skills
just
in
be a
there.
gunner
She
then,
does
because
not.
none of this
That's
is
all-
really
that's it?
useful.
That's it.
Yeah, she's
Either a
good
gunner
diplomacy.
or a morale
So-
officer.
Could be good, I guess.
Yeah, morale.
But like having two guns is useful. Like
Okay.
yeah, but you can fire two guns on the same round, is what I'm saying.
We have two guns.
Like-
So we have the Mystic
Yeah.
gun, and then we have.
Well, yeah, but the only other gun. So the turret can fire any direction, right? Net.
Turret can fire any direction.
And then the other gunnery position can only fire within one arc, right?
Correct.
So there's no sense in having, unless. I mean, I don't think you could possibly have somebody
Yeah,
being
maybe.
both firing arcs, right?
Right. And the range
So
on
it's
this
magic
turret
weapons.
is pretty short.
So, yeah. So let me do this. Now that we've decided
Yep.
The
To a new page.
I don't know how I feel about this. All right.
Give me
No,
one
it's
second.
okay. It's all right. I know what it's
What?
going to be.
So, let's show you over to a new map. Boom, activated.
Oh,
Yeah.
You are looking at a map of a hex
I like the
map
background.
for Starship.
Who
knows what's gonna happen? Okay, you don't. Rick 19, you don't see anything.
91%, 95,
Kelly.
97%.
Okay, it's loading. So there's a moving background because Foundry is great, and it is y'all and the Void Crier in the middle of the map. Now I will tell you a couple things. We can either cut this or we can keep this in, but there are a couple things that I want to note for everybody as we are here, and that is. This is just some Starship combat kind of behind the scenes, like to help you guys controls and stuff like that. First things first.
Yes.
Do you see this green orb in the top of
I
the
do.
map?
Yes.
Okay. Rick 19, has it just not
Do I need
loaded
a
for
shift
you?
load for this? Shift reload.
Load. Yeah. Maybe you do. Okay. I am going to click on that,
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
and you all should now see a ring around here.
sexy.
The forward arc is purple. The starboard arc is green. The aft arc is blue. Yellow arc is port.
It's cool. I'm just the
Now.
gunner, so it doesn't matter if I see it or not.
No. You should see it. Everybody should be able to click to turn that on and off if they would like. So
Does it
I
turn
like
it
ones
off?
that
you
and
should be able to
on
click
for everyone?
regardless of
Oh,
pause.
wait, no, that's
Yeah.
not how it works, actually. I like
I
it. It's really pretty.
I believe so.
Just leave it on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can leave
that
it
looks
on.
really
Can
cool.
leave it on.
man.
Man.
Did you make this?
It's-
Thanks.
It's flashy.
It's nice.
Not gonna lie.
So if like the forward arc
I did.
has a longer range than the aft arc, would they be different lengths, or is it just kind of a sphere?
I think it's just a general idea of which way the ship is facing.
Okay.
Yes, they do go out to 10 hexes.
Yeah.
The turret, now, just to note, the Void Crier, I'm going to get to this now. Well, actually, before we get there, let me show you, let me get to something else, and I'm going to change the music so we can just kind of keep this energy up. Whoever is going to be the piloting, whoever jumps in to pilot at all, please don't touch the Void Crier. I'm going to unpause. You guys don't touch it. I will show you what's up. If you click on the Void Crier, and then, right, and you hold command, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if I grab and move, do you all see it moving and see
Yeah.
some green
Yeah.
hexes, right? Great. So again, because Starship Combat is you move, and then based on the maneuverability, you have to move a certain amount before you can turn one side of your hex. For the Void Crier, it's going to be good, so I think you have to move one square, and then you can turn. If you move and then press command, and hold command, and then what was that? No. If you hold command and then click, yes. If you hold command and then click on yours, do you see this path that I'm making?
Oh yeah.
So if you just hold command and keep clicking, it will go through and do that whole thing. And then there is another way, and I believe it is on the drag. Oh, there was another way to do this, and I'm so sorry. And
Is there
maybe
like
we'll
a
figure it out. There's
particular plugin that we can shout out, and also I can look at the documentation?
This is the drag ruler. There is another way to do it where it will move the path that you click through, and I forget what that is. Did I put it to shift? I think I did. Yep. If you click and hold and then move and press shift, every time you press shift, it will make this trajectory, and you see how it's adding up to 10 hexes or wherever you want it to be. And then as soon as you let go, it will move along that
Sorry,
path.
say that one more time.
So I'm going to move the ship back to where it was. You all see it moving, right? If I click on it and then I move it forward as if I'm dragging to see what's happening, right? As soon as I get to a hex that I want to change the path, if I press shift, it
Yeah.
will make these waypoints.
Yeah.
Do y'all see that?
Yeah.
So you have to
Great.
hold command
So-
and press shift.
But
every
it didn't
waypoint?
rotate.
No. Right.
Right. That's the next step. Good thinking. If you hold R, there
That's
will
awesome.
be an arrow. Do you see this?
Are
and you can
rotating?
rotate it. I am. Is somebody else rotating it? Please don't. So if you click and hold R, it will move and rotate in whatever way you want it to do, in which you point the arrow.
Gotcha.
It might be moving slow because there's just network stuff.
Right. So
but-
hold R and then click the direction you want it to face.
Don't click. Just move your cursor. So if I want to make a U-turn and I have to move one turn, then I know that I could go, right? I could click on it. Sorry. I could click as if I'm going to move, and then I go shift, 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 and boom, it will move me along that path. And then I hold R and I just point it the other way because I wanted to face the other way, and boom, I've now
Question.
moved the ship and rotated. Yeah.
Can you move shift R without letting go?
I don't know that you can do that.
Why'd you move
Yeah, I
it
don't
back?
think so.
Oh, sorry, because I didn't know why you made it. Anyway, I'll put it back to its starting position whenever you guys are done. I just wanted to kind of give you a quick little primer on just making movement
Awesome.
a little bit easier.
I
to
love the color
measure out.
indicators. It's my favorite thing, for sure.
Cool.
What, so what is forward?
So, yeah,
Pink
so-
is forward. Blue is aft.
Yeah, the
So
purple
if I'm
is
clicking
forward,
and
blue
dragging
is
and I hit
aft.
shift, I should have a waypoint.
If you
Yeah.
Command
the,
and
the hex you're in when you tap the shift key will set a
Gotcha.
waypoint.
Yeah, so if you click it and move it forward, as if you're going
Yeah.
to move it, right? Just press shift, and it will put that as a
I'm hitting
waypoint, and
shift
then move it
and
wherever
it's
you want to
not
go.
a waypoint, but I can do it with the other one.
Okay. I will check into that. Maybe it's a GM only thing, but I'll check into it. And the point is, even if you don't need to do that, you can still rotate if you know how far you need to go. So, that's one thing. I'm going to put it back to, where was it? Okay, so it's back there. I'll leave it there for right now. I'm also going to now, in your journals, I'm going to show you two things. First, I'm going to show the DC,
Thanks, Finder.
the Starship DC table,
Yep.
which Finder sent to me. So you guys should be familiar with this. Super handy and helpful. Yep, it's really great.
Oh,
What's
this
yours,
thing.
Archie?
This thing's
It shows you
convenient.
let me show you. This is the Void Crier handout. Give me 1 second. Make sure on something.
Thank you, Finder.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
It's not saying
Probably can't do that.
Enter.
Yeah. Hold on. Okay.
It's like a quick way of indicating when it's worth it to do something or not. I remember that much.
Okay, good. Okay, I'm going to show you guys this handout too, and there you go. It's a PDF. You can load it. You can pop it out.
Oh.
It's
Stupid
a Void Crier
bounce
handout.
sheet, I think.
Also,
Frigate.
I am going to, if you all double click on the
this
Void
is
Crier
cool.
token, you should see the sheet come up. So your PCU is correct. Your shields are correct. Your critical damage is all there. On weapons, you'll see that your forward arc is a heavy laser cannon. You'll see that your starboard and port arcs are light particle beams. And you'll see that your turret is a heavy laser net on that tab. You can click on features to see more things in case you need to get some details on like sensors or armor or whatever. In the crew, let me do this. You're not there, and you're not there. In the crew, I'm going to drag you guys to where you were. So we were saying that Colin was a gunner, so I'm going to put you under gunner, and you should see yourself under gunner.
Right.
Rick 19 was a gunner. Nope. You're going to be under gunner. And Dr. OK is the pilot. And Kaneko is what, the captain? For morale, is that right?
Yep.
Okay. Kaneko Breeze
Yes.
is under captain. And then Heerz is, you said science officer, right? Psh, psh, psh. So what this should do, because I've now put all of your characters, for the most part, there's some things that I left out, I put you all in Foundry. So your skills are mostly there. I did a double check. There might be one off because there's a difference between Hero Lab and Foundry. Doesn't matter. If you click on your token, you'll see that your hit points, your stamina points, your RP, that you are now in Foundry. So that means that your bonuses should carry over. And if you are a gunner and you click on attack, you should be able to theoretically roll an attack by just clicking under the weapons tab. Click on the tab, and you'll see that it should give you a bonus there. And then you can click on damage and roll damage. So that's how you can roll all of your stuff. You can click on that. It should be good with
You talk about the
your
action
bonuses.
section? Yeah.
Awesome.
So, good stuff. Yeah. So there's oh yeah, thank you. There's also actions. If you hover over any of the actions in the tab, it will
You can
give
also
you
roll from here too.
a description of what that action is.
Sorry.
If you click on it, it will give you a drop down of what that action is. So and yeah, and no, and it does. It's open crew, it's chief mate, it's science officer, it's engineer, it's magic officer. It has all the actions here. So you have several ways that you can decide on what action you want to do if you're trying to look it up, if you're trying to roll for it. You have the sheet, you can roll offline. You also have this, you can roll online. I would encourage you to maybe keep track of things like shields, critical damage, hull points. Keep track of that here on Foundry, just so it's easy.
For weapons, it says +7 attack. Is that just an arbitrary number?
No, it should be calculated based on whoever is the gunner, which is Colin and Rick. It should be calculating your dex plus all this other stuff.
Okay, because I think it's
We
BAB
might wanna-
plus dex, and mine should be +8 if I calculated.
Okay.
But
So when you do yours, if you want to do +8 and add 1 to it, that's fine too. I'll have to check and see about what happens when you have multiple people in the same role.
yeah. Actually, do you want to take Colin off real quick and see if it changes?
Sure. Took him off. It's +9.
Went to +9. So it's using my I thought it was.
Also, keep in mind, Colin, when you're firing the turret, you can use your mysticism roll. So you might not want to.
That's what I was
do
looking
that.
at because I'm
Yeah.
using. It's actually a bit more nuanced than that. It's I use my ranks in
But,
mysticism instead of
your
the
ranks.
instead of the
Base attack bonus.
attack bonus. Yeah.
Yeah.
John, in the roll, it says that
So it's effectively
it
a
calculates your skills
Okay.
through some mod.
Yeah, Kelly?
So it isn't already factored in if you're using the action section to roll. So you don't need to worry about managing that. Or okay,
Yeah.
I appreciate
should
that
be,
very
yep.
much. It's very
That was
nice.
my plan, so that way you can make it easy for you. Yeah. Just want to make it easy. Cool. That is all that I have for setting the table for Starship Combat.
Knowing
Just
us,
wanted to make it
this
a
is
little bit
good-
easier
a
so you
very
all weren't
thoughtful thing
flipping
to
back
do.
and forth and
We otherwise would
click on stuff
very bad.
and firing arc.
Eventually.
No, I think y'all are going to be awesome.
I honestly,
I don't know how much of this we keep or cut, but it's cool.
My
Maybe some
personal
people want to
opinion
see
is
what
that is
how we're doing
probably
it. It's kind
the
of
best
nice to
thing.
see sometimes how the
Personally.
sausage is being
I
made.
think a lot of people like that. Yeah.
Sausage.
The acceptable
made
amount.
with
Kev?
about
I do.
2% human
Sausage.
DNA.
Woo.
The acceptable amount.
With another fact.
Will Skeletor will return next week with a new fact. Kev, you had your finger crooked like you were trying to say something.
No, I'm just thinking, and I was checking the USC
Okay.
football scores.
Oh, okay. All right, so we are
Yeah.
here at the beginning
something.
of some sort of, I don't know if I want to call it combat,
I
'cause I don't know what's going to
combat
happen,
will John.
but it's something.
Yeah, totally not going to happen.
We just-
No, I mean, I'm just saying, maybe you all are like, fuck this, I'm out. Who knows? Will! Dr. OK, you mentioned before, you were like, hey,
that would be my
should
job,
we
and I will
a,
do that.
Should we do a little scan?
No, that is
Little
your
scan.
friendly
Can I
Heerz that
scan?
he's
Or,
intends
oh, yeah.
to. I beg
If
your
you wanna
pardon,
scan.
John.
I will say this.
Really? Ooh.
You all will get one computer's check right now to scan, and then Starship Combat will begin
Okay.
regardless of the outcome of that scan.
Whoa.
I get a free scan.
So,
But is it as powerful as the
I think
officer's
so.
scan?
can I help?
Well, right. Question: is this a single character getting to scan, or can multiple characters scan?
No, I mean this is
the
a
scan.
this is a
Is it scan?
'Cause,
Or
like,
can we
are
also
you guys
We
gonna-
do this both.
Well, right, because
I mean-
scrying is effectively scanning.
Also, question: are you guys trying to do some sort of engineering thing? Like, because I believe we talked about before. Narla was like, I think we can boost something from the general engines to try and move out of the shadows so we can move. Or were you going to shoot? Like, maybe I should start there. Rewind a little bit. What is your plan here?
Well, I think plan A is to figure out where the ship that has immobilized us is.
Which we
Okay.
determined was
So let's do that.
I thought from the last time, like,
It was in the aft 50%, but like that was as far as we got.
it was a
What's the
little
green
bit
Yeah.
orb?
but-
It's a
The
green,
green orb is the toggle for
my
the
gosh, Kev.
Firing
sphere
arc.
around the.
Just click it.
So
ship.
it's not a physical thing.
No, it's
No,
a
it's
HUD
just a control
from
on the game board.
Foundry.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think what
I've added that in.
What-
that green orb.
what
It's just
Colin
there.
would like to do is use the magic officer ability scrying to
Ooh,
use
okay.
his mysticism ability
Okay.
as a scan.
Okay.
So he takes he grabs like a cup full of pencils as captains keep nearby,
You
and
food
he
you guy?
casts it on the ground, and then based. They sort of actually. I'm gonna roll, and we'll see how close to an arrow they appear to be.
No other analog item on the bridge. By the way, there's no paper, but there is a cup of pencils.
Yes.
It's good luck.
Here we go.
Everyone knows it's good luck.
So, fun fact: United States and several other NATO countries were working on building a device that could write in vacuum, upside down, blah blah blah. In the meantime, the Russians just use a pencil.
Yeah, and the reason why the Americans didn't was because they didn't want graphite shavings. floating
America.
around in there.
Yeah, about that. Anyways, but
Gross.
we also
Yeah.
on a submarine we use grease pencils that can write on almost anything.
That's cool.
Grease pencils are dope.
Yeah.
We use those in mechanics, like working on engines.
Yep.
And also on flooring too, because it doesn't wash off when you're like cutting with a wet saw.
But it still
Yeah.
wipes off in the end.
Yes, it does. That's a 28 mysticism check. So
28.
I'm pretty sure that succeeds.
That does succeed. You succeeded. You like you just succeeded. You just succeeded. So I am going to tell you that the ship appears to be about 8 hexes behind you in the aft arc.
Well,
Directly.
that's something. Whose turn is it now?
Seems to be directly behind you.
It's pretty close.
Here's will scan the
all of
traditional
ours.
scan.
We roll as one.
Right.
Rolling. Hilarious.
One screw, one crew.
Oh, it's not good.
Wait,
yeah,
what
but
is
there's-
Heerz
but
rolling?
the normal
'Cause you've-
science scan
you've
doesn't even deal
scanned
with
to
location.
see
It's
where
like
they are.
other. Well, I guess it does, but you can find out other stuff. You know what I mean? Oh, my mistake. But I thought
We're
I
not
could.
in combat
Alright.
yet.
All right, fair
This
enough.
is he's giving
Yeah,
us a pre-round.
you're not in combat.
Pre-round. Free
So,
round.
So we get a
but
free
8 hexes
round.
behind you.
Okay.
Now, what do you want to do with that information?
Shoot them.
Should we blow this popsicle stand?
Rick,
and
what's the
try to
range?
Get out of range for a moment. What's our range on our weapons again?
As soon as you guys
can I run
announce that,
Yeah. Well, computer.
I don't know the
Rick
ranges on these
Kelly.
things.
Fuck.
It
All right, can someone
it
check
should
the
say-
schematics,
Wait,
please?
on the
Can
handout.
Yeah, I'm
out.
looking at the handout.
Real.
Okay, that's
if this
good,
manual is
right?
to be believed, this turret I'm on has about
All right,
5
so
hexes,
wait.
and the rest of the guns are about 10.
I'm just confused because it says starship weapon, direct fire, heavy, medium, mounted, and then the next one's light, medium, mounted. So I'm assuming one is range and one is the type of weapon.
What?
Heavy laser.
What are you
net,
looking at?
Heavy laser cannon.
I clicked
light
on-
particle beam.
So-
light particle beam. That's
so
just
that-
the type of.
Right. So the heavy laser cannon is the forward mounted weapon. the light particle beams are the starboard and port mounted weapons.
Right, but it says heavy and then medium. If you click on it, it drops down a menu, and underneath it has like.
I'm looking at
the
the
labels.
handout.
Medium is the range.
Okay.
Medium is the
And
range.
Medium range is I forget.
10.
10 hexes.
10.
Okay. So then that makes sense because the laser is a heavy weapon, but it's short range, and short range is 5 hexes.
Well, but
Is
the
it
heavy
also
laser
10?
is 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
The heavy laser net is 5.
Right.
Short
That's what I
range.
meant. Heavy
The heavy
laser.
So
laser cannon is medium.
The heavy
Am I
laser net
reading
is a
this
heavy weapon,
correctly?
but
That it's
short.
15d6 for the heavy laser net?
No.
No, 5d6.
It's 5d6.
No. 5d6.
Yeah, right. So it's a heavy weapon, but it's a short range.
Oh,
so
yeah,
only
it's
5
in
hexes.
open parentheses, but the font is
Yeah,
styled
okay.
in a way
I
that makes
was
it look like
zoomed
one.
out.
That is me trying to match the font because,
right.
spoiler, this is not the Void Crier that's given in the book. So it's a little different.
Cool.
So
okay,
that's
so
me
I'm,
trying to
so
add in
all
stuff.
of the other weapons are 10 hexes out, and
Correct.
as you guys announced that the gray ship is about 8 hexes in our aft. Rick is at the weapons console and he is looking at everything and he says, "Just to inform you, we do not have any weapons in the aft quadrant. We will
I
need to
see.
turn in order to attack."
Do we turn and burn?
Can we? Doctor, can you manage?
I am
manage
not.
that?
I'm not sure what that means.
The
but it sounds
flippin'
good.
burn. I can really try, but it's a pretty high DC. It's a 22. Yeah. I mean, I can also just
That can
pilot
be fine,
us
whatever
to
works
get us
best for you.
facing forward.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Kaneko, is there any way you can help us?
Sure. Yeah, of course. What do you want me to help with?
Can we make this turn and burn maneuver?
Flip and burn.
Yeah. As captain, I guess, which action would you like me to take as morale officer? That's what I'm trying to find out.
Yeah.
You should probably take an encourage.
Okay.
DC 10, and then you provide a +2 to whatever check you were applying it to.
Yeah. So that'd be a +2 to Dr. Ok's piloting check.
And if you roll a natural 20,
Okay.
it increases to +4.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's great. And it's a DC 15 diplomacy check. You can't encourage yourself, which is horrible for self-talk. That's all right.
Oh, it's
Okay.
15. Sorry.
Dr. OK, I want you to just picture the best possible
Oh, wait.
outcome here.
Hang on.
Sorry, Colin. I was trying to encourage Dr. OK. You're really putting a damper on this right now.
Okay, never mind.
Okay.
What?
All right, Colin.
What is-
Thanks.
What were you going to say?
Well, like flip and burn is kind of the opposite of what we
You want
want.
to face
The
it.
name is a terrible misnomer.
We want to face them. No?
Right. But like I imagine we want to face them and then head in that direction. But this is really a burn and then flip,
Oh.
as
You move the
described.
ship up to half your speed and then rotate. But you said up to half your speed. So
It
you
says
you could just turn
you
around.
can move up to its full speed and rotate 180 degrees to face the aft edge at the end of the movement.
Oh.
It's not a flip and burn. It's a burn and flip.
Well, that's dumb.
It is dumb.
I can turn in place.
I was about to say, I feel like you could just like do literally anything else, and it would be.
Well,
more
I mean, I
useful.
could.
Okay.
Yeah, I can just turn around, like piloting wise. Like we have 10 hex movement. What is the movement?
Yeah.
Movement is
You have 10 hexes
Turn speed of 1.
movement. Okay. Yeah, so you have to move 1 hex to be able to turn 1 degree. Okay.
Right.
So you're going to start moving forward.
Yeah.
Okay. Dr. OK, I want you to picture the best possible outcome. See yourself nailing the engines.
Nailing the
yourself nailing the boost. See the power moving through into the engines, and you are able to make this flawlessly. That's what's going to
As I
happen.
struggle with Foundry.
I automatically succeeded, so I only because I have a +15 to diplomacy. So I rolled to see if I got a natural 20, and I didn't. So you have a +2 to your roll
For my initial piloting check?
for because Because you're going to turn in place, right?
No,
Well, you roll
Or
initiative.
you're
no.
just going to turn around.
I'm gonna pilot the ship and like forward and
Okay.
move it, but for whatever reason,
Okay. All right.
all of my previous
Are we entering combat? Because you would roll piloting together, and whoever has the higher
I would
goes second.
assume
Right. I am giving you, as soon as you start moving, you will enter combat. Or whatever action you take, but I'm giving you this round in order to figure out what you want to do. So what do you want to do?
I'll just turn in place.
Wait.
Okay,
If combat doesn't initiate until we
Move.
move, then I suggest we. Oh, we can't because it's only 5 hexes.
No.
Disregard.
Just it's not move. It's just what are you gonna do? You have a round to do something.
Right. I
don't know
say,
what
like,
you're gonna do.
I was suggesting like maybe we should
It's
just hit him
not-
with a
it's not
turret,
necessarily
but the
move.
turret's not within range, so
No.
it doesn't matter. So like,
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
And also that
Conveniently, it doesn't. Reach.
when you look back there with your
Eyes?
dude.
camera, with your eyes, you don't see anything. What's up, Will?
So like I'm trying to move the void cry right now, and
And you
no,
can't
I
move
can
it.
move it. The problem is I can't turn it or like
Hit R.
no, I can't set the
You
the
hold R?
waypoints.
Oh, the waypoints with okay.
That stopped working.
Yeah,
for
that's
me.
interesting. Yeah, that stopped
Yeah,
working as in it was working and it's not
before.
anymore.
I can still turn it, but the
Okay. Okay.
I'm trying all the buttons. Oh wait, now I can do it. What the heck?
Okay.
But
May
all
I
good.
ask a question? I ask a question, please.
We can spend some more time
I would love to
after
do
the
something
episode
called
trying to
improved
just get
countermeasures
Yeah,
because we
Kelly?
kind of know where we're going to be, and it
Yes.
would be nice to get ahead on. Basically, as you might know, it foils enemy targeting and projectiles, which can be right. Cool.
Cannot do.
So
improve.
never mind.
It
All right.
requires a skill rating of 12, and you definitely do not have a skill rating of 12.
sorry.
So if you're looking at the
Yeah,
cheat sheet,
you don't have 12 ranks in computers.
if you're looking at the cheat sheet, it shows the random symbol. Doesn't matter. The next column over is skill rating, and so that's the number you need. And then the next rating is cost.
Ranks.
So it's 1 RP, so 1 resolve point. And then after that is push. There's a check mark. If it's a push, it means that if the weapon or if the system you're trying to use is in a critical condition and damaged, you cannot use that. So like if the computer systems are affected by critical damage, then you can't use
Okay, we don't. Yeah, I got you.
target system
So I can
lock
only
on.
do basically the
Does that make
skill.
sense?
Got it. So all
So
of
right now you
these
can only use up to
have a
target
pretty
system.
low chance of succeeding. The only really useful thing is balance and scan. And I can't balance right now because I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do. I guess, although in this shield point specifically, because they could just move and then like hit somewhere else, right? We don't really know.
There's also the open options up on the first page, the bottom left, which gives you an extra attack point with ready weapon system, or you can do prioritize
Right.
calculations. Like look at that list of open items. That way, if you feel like you don't have anything else to do, you could always do those things.
Well, and based on what we learned last time, I think
Yeah.
learning what we don't know is incredibly valuable in Starship
Will, you're
Command.
still having a problem
Yeah.
getting that to show up?
Do it now. All of a sudden, like it was. a second
Yeah.
ago, and now it's.
I do not know. Oh, wait. Try now?
Yeah, now it works. Okay.
Okay. I know what it is. I had clicked on it because I was looking at something in your ship, and when
Well, now
I
it's
have it
not doing
highlighted, it must think that I'm owning it. I'm not clicking on it at all.
Okay. Well, it worked for 1 second, and I like now it's not working again. But it was working a second
Okay.
ago.
Stop for a second. I'm just trying to say. Okay, so if I move it and I hit shift,
I see
and I hit
that.
shift, and I hit shift, and I hit shift,
Yeah, I see that.
then it'll do that. Okay. And then if you do that same thing,
No.
doesn't work. All right, I'll figure it out after the episode. What do you want to do with your turn right now?
I want to move in a C.
Reacting to that, I'm laughing at something.
Okay. You want to turn around.
I want to.
and move. Okay.
I want to move in a 10. Like, I want to.
You could do a flip and burn and not move because this is up to your half your speed. So you could do a flip and burn in place.
Yeah, and then I can't move.
Right.
But I want to turn around and get us within 5 hexes.
Okay.
Okay.
I
Okay.
think that, or that, or
You-
turn in place, and then can I move after I turn in place? No
No,
movement, right?
that's
I know what I'm gonna do
Yeah.
now. when
Okay.
when the time comes. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to do it in S.
You're
Okay.
right. If you were
The
to
C, I mean.
to do the C and then cut back, you could go basically 5 squares backwards and turn around. Is essentially the same movement,
Yeah.
and that would put us within 5 hexes.
Yeah.
Can you just move the void crier to where you want it to be right now?
So we've determined
Even without the
where
waypoint?
the other ship is right here.
The other ship would be about here.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's hard for me
8 hexes
to.
back, and you can get up to 5 hexes.
Yeah, it's really hard without knowing my full movement, unless I just do it inch by inch.
Yeah, just do it
Okay.
inch by inch. Just.
So somebody
we know.
keep their cursor.
We can figure
where
out the right way
is.
to do it later. Yeah, that's fine.
No, I mean, like, I don't know where they are, so you have to keep the cursor.
I'll put something there.
I got it.
I'll put something there.
So 1, I can rotate to there. 2, can rotate to there. 3, can rotate to there. Where is it?
The enemy ship is on my cursor.
Okay.
Mm.
4,
Oh my God.
John, I don't like that noise. am I wrong?
5.
Let me say that
6,
differently. My cursor is 8 hexes directly aft from where we started.
7, 8, 9, 10. Should still be in the forward firing
Okay.
arc, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you all, so that's where you want your ship to be at as you start powering
Yeah.
forward. So what does this look like? This was just us with the game, so I could see where you were at. But walk me through what you say.
Coming
how is this gonna
around
go?
to try and stuff them with some
For some reason, that's the first
bag
thing we can
of,
find.
I don't know. Wow.
Wow.
Bag
Hey,
of
Dr. Okay,
laser net.
if you bring us around, I think I might be able to target them from this heavy laser net.
Yeah.
We'll have to see where
I
they
want
are
to give him everything. Well, and I also want to give him
in
the
this area.
the heavy laser cannon 4d8.
Rick, before
Right.
before
Copy
you
that.
fire, I have
Taking
to help
range
you out with
on the
something.
Heavy laser
Let's give
cannon.
them all we
Problem.
got, guys.
Now, Rick, and he's like talking as he's like fiddling with the
Supercharged.
controls. He's like, I'm gonna ready your weapon system, and what this will do is that if you fire, you'll get +1 damage or +2 damage to starships above tier 5. I don't know what tier we're dealing with. It's a gray ship. It could be really high tier. All right, just letting you know. You can pat him on the shoulder.
Copy.
You got this.
Thank you, Heerz.
He's gonna actually stick here because he has nothing else to do anyway. Yeah, he's gonna be doing that because this is his action, right?
Okay.
All he's doing
Yeah.
is rubbing Rick's shoulders.
Yeah. Do what you do
All
best,
right.
buddy.
+2.
Kill him. Kill him good.
You all are
We're
the
the best.
strangest fellows.
Around. No one's ever gonna take you down.
Okay.
For the
Is that how
best.
it goes?
Keep you down. Nothing's ever gonna keep you down.
So
Never gonna keep you down.
we will start Starship Combat officially.
How much?
Sweet.
How much of the expo?
So you can move them all
Next
over.
episode. That's our game.
Cut so much of it so Finder can feel a
None
little
of
bit
it.
Not
more
even
happy.
Cut that line.